Hi, Miss Susan here with another Take It, Make It, a DIY umbrella. So in your kit that you pick up at the Children's Services desk, there will be a plain white umbrella like that. There will be a kit attached to it, a baggie attached to it with, woohoo, all sorts of little fun things. Okay, so be careful when you open it. You've got some beads in here. You've got pom-poms, you've got buttons, there's little flower petals here, there's some sparkly, what are those called, pipe cleaners, ribbons, here's a couple pieces of yarn in here. There's all sorts of little goodies in here to decorate your umbrella with. There'll also be some glue spots on there, glue dots. What you will want to gather from your house is some kind of marker. You can use fabric markers. You can use, these are glitter pens. They're like, they're called glitter pens or Crayola glitter pens, but they're kind of like paint. There's a little ball in there, so you want to shake them up to get them ready. And they're really the best thing. I've used them on all these little ribs, and I'll show you how to do that. So, oh, and if you have an adult with you or an older sibling that can handle a glue gun, you might want to grab a glue gun. So that kind of makes things set a little more easily. So there are a whole bunch of things you can do on your umbrella. These are little squigglies with circles. There's a baseball. This is clouds. There's some dolphins with these pom-poms I put on with glue dots. The glue dots were the only thing that made these pom-poms stay, just so you know. Don't use liquid glue with these. But you could use the glue gun or you could use the glue dots we put in the kit. This was just a pattern. Somebody put a pattern behind it and then brushed over it with a marker, fabric marker. There's some stars. This is a sailboat one of the ladies here did using a stencil. So that's a fun thing to do. And these poor penguins, this is what happens when you use washable markers. I suggest you not use washable markers. You want to use fabric markers or use these the glitter pens. So let's do something over this over by this sailboat. So we have the sailboat here, and I am going to use a glitter pen, the glitter pen. Now, let's see, I want to make sure it's working. I'm sure it is because we were practicing with it. Yeah. So all you do is take your glitter pen and make sure you feed some of the, I'm going to stand up so that I can see what I'm doing too. So you want to put a little pressure on those pens to get the paint to come out. Yep, I'm going to have to put more pressure on it. I'm going to get that, yep, there it comes. You want to get that paint to come out. So another thing I think I'm going to do with this sailboat is I think I would like to put some of these little flowers up in the air. Just going to decorate with the flowers because I like flowers. So I'm going to use the hot glue gun, but you guys can always use the glue dots for this step. I'm going to put a little flower there. Like that. And I'll show you with the glue dots too. Like I said, only with an adult you want to do that. I am going to use a glue dot though over here just to show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. Okay, the glue dot's stuck to the clear plastic instead of the paper, but you just put it on. Put your hand behind, push on that, and peel it. It should peel off. If I can see what I'm doing here, it should peel off of there. It's being stubborn. There, okay. So you just peel it off, and then you put your item there. Let's see. Oh, I like this color. We're just gonna put this flower petal there. So now these are my clouds. Those are like my clouds. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple of these. Let's see, I want to put see what colors I got. Oh, there's a blue one too. I want to put some of these at the bottom, kind of like the water, the bubbles in the water. That's what I want these to be. There, and I saw a blue one in here. So I'm going to grab a couple of blue one and that one. So there's all sorts of things you could come up with to put on here. You could put ribbons on here. You could put a button on here. Let me just throw that there. Woo! Whoops, I dropped it on the table. That's okay. This stuff cleans up real easy. I'm just going to put that one there. Now I got them everywhere. You know what I was thinking? Since this is a sailboat, and sailboats have... Ooh, this is pretty. This one will go really good. This is actually a piece of shell. This one's a piece of shell. So I'm trying to decide which one to put up here. I think this one goes with it better, but this is a hard one to choose. I think I'm going to put this one on there. I'm going to put it right on here as a decoration on the sailboat. I think that's pretty cool. So you could do something like this and see what kind of decorations you can put on there or come up with your buttons or the beads or any of those other things. This is a good color to go off of this, off of here. So another thing you could do is you could glue a couple of these little ribbons on here. You know, I put a large, big, long ribbon, but that's so that you can cut it to the size you want. So maybe you want a bunch of little short ones across here. They don't all have to be the same length either. And you can see over here where I already put some on, those two aren't the same length. And I put a button. I put a button on the end of that one to cover the end. And I put a little pom-pom on the top of that one. So you can do different things. Here, I put a ribbon with a bunch of beads on the end. Now, one of the things I did on these beads was I put a little spot of the glue, the hot glue, or you could use Elmer's glue, just let it dry, on each of these knots. And the reason why I did that was because this ribbon will become unknotted over time, and then you would lose your beads. So I wanted to make sure those beads stayed on there. And then I just decorated the top with another button. So I just glued it where I had the ribbon tied to the spoke of this, the little spoke. Oh, and here's something else I've done on this. I included some pipe cleaner pieces, and you can just roll them up and stick them on here for some pop of color here. See, without it, it just looks like that. But just put these on. I put 2 different colors in your kit. So you can just pop them on and put that there. So you can use these in your room. If your parents will hang them up, you can actually put a little bit of weight in here. I've seen them used to store stuffed animals in, and I think that's really a cute idea. And then you have your ribbons hanging off the edge like that. You could cut this off if you're not going to use it as an umbrella or anything. Just cut that part off with some scissors so it's out of your way. And that makes a cool thing. And as far as what you put on your umbrella, on your panels, you could go with anything. I would put my favorite things on here. So I love sailing, so sailboat probably would be on mine. I've been sailing since I was very young. Another thing I love to do is ride horses, so I'd probably put horses in here. Penguins are cute too, but I would put horses. I'd probably put a dog in one of these. You know, you can just put things that you like about yourself. Or make the whole thing the same thing. So if you want to make the whole thing a bunch of flowers, you could do that. If you want to put baseballs or footballs or whatever you want, if you like sports, you could put your sport in there in every single panel. My sport, of course, would be the sailboating and the horseback riding. So, well, I hope you have fun with this, and you'll have to take pictures and bring them in to show us what you made. We'll see you next time at the Fountaindale Public Library. Bye.